That's a joke. So it'll be fine. They had the best website. Yeah, that's true. They did. They at least the biggest archive and the most. Yeah. Anywho, so Neko Mickey-chan, you had a decision to make. I hope you thought long, hard, and it's all the way to December 27th. Oh, right. Okay. And they shut it down without a single reason. I'm pretty sure they just didn't want to do it anymore. At least the owner. Or it's either he didn't want to do it anymore, or they got shut down because of DMCA reasons. DMCA? What? Devil May Cry? No. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Alright, Nakamiki-chan. I hope you thought long and hard about this decision. Do we let Giroux return to the oh god damn it, to the above ground, or, well, since everybody else wants her to go underground, well, we'll be the only one on her side. JoJo should be free. Is that your final decision, Nakamiki-chan? Is that your final decision? Is that the final decision? Huh? It's not that the owner can ask anyone for money to keep the servers up. That would be such an awkward question. Fuck, I would. Nakamiki-chan, is this your final answer? Ospa says that Japanese H companies were getting more copyright angry in recent times, which is why Haven decided to shut down. Of course he'd make a video on it, wouldn't he? Final decision? Alright. Boom! We're not going back. Whatever decision we just made, we're not going back. We're not, you know, that's why he doesn't even, no, I won't leave anyone alone! Gotta get up on that. Hyped real quick. Could you even sleep the last? Alright. With a wry smile on my face, I shake my head. I'm sorry, Hira, but I agree with Giroux and the principal. What Giroux did to Miara was regrettable. And I do understand the threat Giroux poses to her own kind, but I don't think that locking her away is the answer. Giroux has managed to contain herself until now, hasn't she? I think we should place our faith in Giroux and give her one more chance. Let her return to how her life was until just recently. So that is your answer after all. Uh-oh. Without directly responding to my suggestion, Hira makes her disappointment known. This is troubling, but I cannot say that I am surprised. It was foolish of me to think you might understand my concerns, let alone take my side. Hira, this isn't about taking sides. I just want what's best for Giroux, and I don't agree with you about what that is. Regardless of your intentions, you are making a mistake. If JoJo is let loose right now, there's no telling what she will do. It will be fine. She's not gonna go around and probably eat people. We don't, because she's cannibalistic by nature. It'll be fine. Feel like a grandpa inside a Fortnite lobby. You have not been around for this game. It is. Everyone, someone give Requiem the rundown of the game in like a paragraph. Mistakes are simply there to be made. Yep. I trust Giroux will make the right decision and not go back on her promise. Whatever promise the two of you made, you are a fool for believing her. She will say anything to regain her freedom and to be left to her own devices. Her word cannot be trusted. Listen. Sable is a wimpy limp dick and there are monster girls. Play! I said a paragraph! A paragraph! Drew may have lied about, a lot of things, but I believe her when she says that she won't harm any students of this academy ever again. Drew's a smart woman. She knows that it's in her best interest to keep her head down and not to cause any further trouble. Well, I was able to do it in a sentence. No! A paragraph! Like this girl, she's a monster girl. She's a snow woman. If you think that causing physical harm to others is the only threat JoJo poses, then you are even more ignorant than I thought. Whoa! Abandoning our conversation on that hostile note, Hira heads off in the direction of the principal's office. Without looking back, she disappears into the academy building, leaving me alone outside to ponder the decision I've just made. I know that Hira has JoJo's best interests in mind. I also said JoJo. Well, goddammit. But caging her up like an animal isn't really going to solve anything. What Jiru needs is the freedom to live her life the way she wants, even if I don't agree with all her choices. They are hers to make nonetheless. Oh, this is JoJo we're talking about here, not motherfucking Dio. It was I, Dio! That's my favorite meme. All I can hope for now is that Jiru will see where her deception fell apart and make sure to do things better this time around. Eat, sleep, exercise properly, allow others to help her out, not become possessive over things which do not belong to her. It's hard to say whether Jiru can manage all that, considering everything that's happened until now, but, so no videos for a while. What caused the strike? Well, a stay video got striked for no reason, and I appealed it. They said that they were going to remove the strike but take the video away. They have not since removed the strike yet, so I'm still trying to keep contact with them to see what the fuck's going on. That's literally what happened. We owe it to Jiru to at least let her try, don't we? Oh boy. Nagameki-chan, I feel like you made a big decision that is horribly wrong. Oh god, no. Oh god, here we go. The sad music. You guys think it's over. It's not. It's gonna be in an epilogue. I think Nagameki-chan fucked up, boys. Hold on. I think she done fucked up. Oh no, she's gonna start crying and it'll be sad. No, everyone give huggers to Nagameki-chan. Everyone give huggers. Wee woo Space Marines. At least it has an epilogue and doesn't simulate. Dude, if it ended right there, I'd be so pissed. Not even gonna lie. Alright. Well, let's see. Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, no. In spite of my optimism, Drew wastes no time in betraying my faith to her. Ah! Nagameki-chan, why? Alright, well. While she does keep her promise to not harm any students, it doesn't even take a day for Jiru to evade punishment by fleeing Amadronia. What the fuck? The moment she is allowed above ground, Jiru heads into the library. She grabs a few things, waits until nobody's watching, then slips away undetected. Her absence is soon detected, but by that point, it's already too late. Jiru is gone for good, never to return to Amadronia, and we can only guess where she might have gone. Okay, well, following Jiru's departure from Amadronia Academy, my daily life undergoes a notable shift once more. My visits to the underground facilities are reduced in frequency, gradually dwindling to the point where I only visit when my presence is explicitly requested. Similarly, I seldom find myself going to the library for any other reason other than research. I no longer walk into the library expecting to see the face of my mysterious senior, nor do I search for her presence when participating in the hunt. It's in her nature. Remember the parable about the snake and the frog? Listen, This is not Nakamiki-chan's decision when you decide to trust your girlfriend. Feels bad. Without Giroux around, those activities seem to serve little purpose. All they do is remind me of her absence, or more often than not, the lamentation she expressed before leaving us all for good. In Giroux's place, Miara and several other students are rostered to take over. Her duties until now, shouldered by a single individual, are shared among almost a dozen students and coordinated as part of a team. The management of both the library and the underground students' treatment continues to run more smoothly than ever. Aside from some initial hiccups, her roles are filled in full, and there are no gaps left behind in her absence. Just as Giroux once feared, she has been replaced, and, to add insult to injury, her successors are doing a better job than she ever did. Ooh. Feels bad. No sooner have I begun to think that I'll never see Giroux again than I receive an incoming transmission on my terminal. Oh boy, we're gonna get eaten. With my first semester at Amadronia about to come to a close, Giroux has decided to reach out to me, wanting to arrange a meeting during the semester break. Oh boy. After sitting on the message for several days without responding, I finally work up the courage to agree to Giroux's proposal. I would never agree to that at that point. The two of us arrange a time and a place, then return to radio silence once more as we both anxiously await our first meeting in several months. We're going to the... Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait, why the human city, though? Huh. Having arrived 10 minutes early, thanks to the scheduling of trains from Amadronia Academy to the city, I take shelter from the sun as I wait for Giroux's arrival. Alright, nothing can happen to us. We're fine. It's out in the open. There are witnesses. I lean against a nearby building, intermittently glancing at the time displayed on a bright, flashing billboard as I nervously anticipate my company for the day. The middle of a human city, Giroux? Seriously? God. I can't even use a terminal around here without getting strange looks from a passerby. Is this really the best place for us to be meeting up? I glance at the random strangers who walk past me, anticipating derisive glares as they spot my uniform. Hey! Fuck you! Surprisingly, none of them seem to notice my attire, or at the very least they don't pay it any mind. Everyone who passes by simply hurries along, seemingly in a rush to get wherever they're going. See? No, all witnesses. Maybe the heart of the city was a good choice after all. Everyone here is so busy that they don't seem to care at all about the people around them. Being close to the train station must help. Most people around here are either heading to or from the station, likely with a specific destination in mind. I'm the only one who's hanging around aimlessly. Dude, how's she gonna make it in the city? She has shits that identify her as not a human. How's she getting in? Maybe they're assuming she... yeah, maybe... that also could work for Giroux, too. Massive cape. Was this Giroux's intention all along? Before I can ponder Giroux's choice of venue any further, the sound of footsteps approaching catches my attention. Ah! I turn my head in the direction of the sound, and surely enough, the face of the encroaching party is one I remember vividly. Hey, Giroux! Uh-oh. Good to see... To what? To what? Gee? What? What happened? She's beautiful. Nakamiki-chan, what have you done? Wait, is this a good thing? Hold on. You? What? 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 I'm like confused. Maybe she did get the operation. You can see her face. I know. God damn it. actual best ending of the game after all. I guess, maybe. Maybe this was for the better. Hee hee. Oh, God. You heard me coming after all, did you? I was hoping to sneak up on you, but I'm afraid I'm not as stealthy as I once was, 'cause I'm not a spider anymore. Maybe it was like magic bullshit. Hold on. Drew approaches with a smile on her face, not a facial expression hidden by her mask or conveyed solely through her tone of voice, not an expression impiled by her words or transmitted to others through the contortions of the upper half of her face. An actual, genuine, visible smile, not concealed or shrouded in the slightest. The voice is so great, though, and I love it. Charu, your mask, not your mask, the stubs near your mouth. You noticed right away, as expected of my diligent junior. Though I suppose I can't really call you that anymore, can I? Hidden behind Drew's mask, there was one small, pincer-like appendages. By Drew's own hand, these pincers were removed almost entirely, leaving behind small stubs in their place. Now, not even those stubs remained visible. Drew, what happened to you? Not just your face, but also this. My eyes travel downward, goddammit, scanning Drew's body as I compare her current physical being to the image stored in my memories. Her many extra legs, which could not be fully concealed by Amadroni's uniform, should be absolutely impossible for Drew to cover right now, considering her choice of attire. If she's able to hide them to this extent, then that must mean, oh, wonderful, isn't it? Don't you think this is truly marvelous? A strange laugh leaks out of Drew's lips as she takes a step back, performing a quick spin so that I can see her back. She was cuter before. I don't know, little drag. I'm not saying she wasn't. I'm just saying. I got back from the gym doing some bench presses. How about you? I was not at the gym. I was here. Space Marines. Even knowing Drew's autonomy, I cannot see any any signs of extra legs being concealed. There are no odd bulges or extra compartments to her outfit or anything else which would hint at the presence of extra limbs. JoJo's always beautiful. As far as I can tell, her extra limbs are just gone. It took a lot of work, digitizing books for extra cash, abandoning real food so as to save up my allowance and earnings, foregoing sleep for the sake of digitizing as many books as possible. Then there's the occasional hunt that actually pays, not to mention the pitiful stipend offered to me in return for caring after the less fortunate students. After scrimping and saving for so long, look at me now! Drew smiles widely as she takes a step forward, gesturing me to look at her body once more. All of those disgusting, horrible limbs, gone. Those useless legs, that ugly mask, all of it is in the past. Sable, say hello to the new and improved Jeru! Oops, I suppose that's Joanne now. Joanne? No human being would ever name their child Jeru, would they? In the face of Drew's excitement and joy, I can only stare at her in disbelief. No longer donning her mask, deprived of her extra limbs, Drew has been mutilated to the point where she looks like a normal human being. And scarily enough, that seems to be exactly what she's so happy about. Drew, how? I told you, it's Joanne now. It's taking me a while to get used to this as well, but please make sure to address me properly from now on. Anywho, Drew looks away for a moment as her voice begins to trail off. She intentionally avoids looking at my face as she continues, be it out of shame, embarrassment, or something else entirely. There is at least one part of Drew's story she's not proud of. I told you before, didn't I? there are services provided by certain open-minded individuals. Things like suppressing a demi-human's traits and natural impulses, concealing their prominent characteristics, teaching them how to fit in while living in human society, and also corrective surgery. No, Drew, you didn't. No, Sable. You silly boy. Have you already forgotten? It's Joanne now. Alright, I'll stop. A chill runs down my spine as Drew's glare pierces my body, staring at me with intensity and malice I haven't felt for a long time. Drew narrows her gaze further, not taking her eyes off me for a second. Wee woo, help, Space Marines. I can't believe it. Why would you do something like this? What could possibly drive you to mutilate yourself to this extent? Mutilate myself? Sable, you seem to be misunderstanding something. This transformation of mine is not something to be feared or to gaze upon with pity. My body wasn't normal, and now it is. I've been healed, Sable, and given a second chance at life. I've been granted the one thing I've always desired more than anything. So don't pity me, Sable, and don't you dare look at me in disapproval, or try to tell me that I was wrong. Because no matter what you say, or how badly you want to deny what I've become, I'm happy now. For the first time in my life, I'm happy, and I won't let you, or Hera, or anyone else ruin this for me. I am now an ordinary human being, just like you, and I plan on living my life accordingly. Uh-huh. Alright. Wee woo. It's not even that bad. If she's happy, I guess we're good. Good job, Nekomiki-chan. I hope they repress their cannibalistic traits. There you go, Nekomiki-chan. I hope you're happy with that. Actually, let me take a look-see here. Let me pop open. Well, we're nothing. It's fine. Don't worry about it. What do you think? DNA doesn't change. I feel like it's like surgery with like magic surgery. A good end without anyone dying. Hooray! And that's what I thought. If she's finally happy, we can't judge her. There were 3 endings. There were, in fact, 3 endings. Best ending, but he's weirdly grossed out by this ending somehow. Sable doesn't like human waifus. No, he's more interested in monster girls. Demi-humans, rather. Alright! We're going back to the moment you all were waiting for. The truest moment. Oh, can someone else tell me how JoJo looks now? Hey! Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the main menu. We'll show you the gallery. Oh, Jesus. Where are you? Oh, this is... There she is. What do you think? What do you think? The new and improved human Jiru. And, yeah. Anywho, the moment we've all been waiting for. So we can just straight up confess to Coco, I guess. Joanne. Yep. That's her name now. Make sure you don't forget it. I can't see the shit. What do you mean? What do you mean? You know what? I don't understand. I don't understand. There is no Hera route. She in fact killed us. Alright, so, we're gonna confess our love to Coco, despite having no love for Coco. Well, I suppose this is what she's waiting for. The thought of confessing doesn't really sit well with me, but alright, here goes nothing. Stealing my gaze, I look Coco in the eye without hesitating. Coco, for a long time now, Yeah, okay, let's do it. To what? Me. Come again? I said, let's do it. Me, you, a couple. You know, dating stuff. Uh-huh. We got an achievement! Huh? At a loss for words, I can only wait for Coco to explain as my mind goes around in circles. Actually, I've been thinking for a while now that I ought to try to find a mate. I'm already in my 4th year at this academy, you know, and it's not like I'm getting any younger. No, I guess you aren't, but... Right? So I gotta seize this opportunity while I can. I actually asked a number of guys out during my 1st year, but none of them wanted anything to do with me. It was always filthy hunter this and sexual predator that. I was beginning to think that I'd have to go home empty-handed. But now that it's come to this, I feel silly about worrying about it. Oh boy. Is Coco the owner of Hentai Haven? Couldn't it be at first too? Let's get along. From now on, hubby. Hubby? Hey, get back here! Panicked, confused, and at a complete loss of what to do, I enhance my leg muscles to the maximum and run away as quickly as I can. Classic. I worry that Coco might give chase, but my fears soon proved to be unfounded. From the 2nd floor windows, I can see her still out in the courtyard, fuming. Considering the look of rage adorning her face, it seems like I won't be going back down there anytime soon. I legit just want Sable to die and have it be a good ending. Wow, play. Is that it? Is that the scene we got? I bet you that. No. What? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's just a little scene that happened. All right. Well, I guess we're done with that, huh? What do you think, guys? What do you think? He deserves it. So yeah. I mean, we doing do we want to do the bad endings bad endings? I don't know if they are bad or good or whatever. I just assume they're bad. Do you want to do the other endings for Drew, or do we not? Or at least one of the other endings. See the other ending? Oh boy. Alright. Guess we're doing this. With a heavy heart, I betray Drew's expectations and give Hira the answer she's hoping for. I think that Drew needs to stay underground. If she isn't supervised and counseled, I think she's just going to repeat this same cycle all over again. Drew made it abundantly clear that she was never rehabilitated. She's just been acting that way to avoid being imprisoned once again. As she is now, Drew is just too dangerous to be left alone. The Dragon Bad endings are interesting. Well, we'll never see those. I'm glad you see it that way. I was worried that her carefully crafted words and feminine wiles might sway your pathetic human heart. But it would seem that I was worrying for nothing. Hey, give me a little bit of faith, would you? Besides, from what I hear, you're the one who has a thing for Drew, not me. A thing for Drew? I do not know where you heard such rubbish, but you are sorely mistaken. She didn't even blush, nothing. I am not JoJo's lover, nor do I lust after her in any way. I am simply her caretaker. You are? Does that surprise you, human? You are now aware of how dangerous that girl is. It should come as no surprise for you to learn that she is being watched over. From the moment she was allowed above ground, I have been responsible for keeping her in line. Through force, if necessary. Alright. Through force? Hira nods. Jojo may lash out at others, but she does realize that she cannot harm me, of all people. I can freeze her to the bone in a heartbeat, without even going near her. I am also unaffected by her harsh words, and do not allow her words to deceive me. I may not be capable of becoming her friend, but I am surely the perfect candidate to be her caretaker. Smiling wryly at Hira's self-assessment, I make an observation of my own. It certainly does sound like you're the right person for the job. But even so, I don't think that means the two of you just, can't be friends. I mean, if the two of you weren't close, you wouldn't always call Drew by her nickname. Would you? Mind your own business, human. What I call that woman is none of your concern. Alright, I get it. You're not friends. She's a master manipulator and you're her caretaker, that's it. Good. So you do understand after all. Whew! I wipe the sweat from my forehead as Hira relaxes her gaze. She's just being a Soon. No, the true Soon is Lisha. But Lisha can kind of borderline be just a bitch sometimes. What do you think? Sheesh, talk about being touchy. Hira's been more talkative than usual today, thanks to the important matter at hand, but I guess a bit of conversation isn't enough to put us on better terms. Shaking off Hira's cold stare, I continue to speak. So, now that you have my input, what happens to Jeru now? Nothing you need to concern yourself with. You will not be a part of Jojo's rehabilitation, nor will you be allowed to visit her in the near future. As far as you're concerned, she is no longer a part of your life. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You dragged me out here to help you break the tie, and now you're telling me that I have no part in any of this? Hira shakes her head. No, what I'm saying is that I will not allow you to interfere with Jojo's treatment. Until she is faring better, I will not have her rehabilitation jeopardized by your presence. If you truly want what's best for her, you will keep your distance and give her time to recover. Feels bad. I think the elf isn't a Soon, just massively. Listen, Terra Cult says she's a Soon, and he's the Soon master, so I gotta listen to him. Oh, I'm stretching. Oh! That was a big stretch. Okay, I swallow my remaining words of protest as Hira quickly shuts down my misunderstanding. While the thought of being separated from Jeru by force doesn't sit well with me, I do want her recovery to go smoothly. If keeping my distance is a necessary part of this, then I will do as I'm told. Alright, I guess I understand. I do need a stretching emote or something. That'd be amazing. I don't know what it would be, though. What would even that look like? I always feel that one time Scott will fall apart while stretching. I'm waiting for it, and it'll be the best stretch ever. Just glad I came in time to hear the stretch. Fucking feast try. I won't come back here or attempt to make contact with Drew at all. Sad. I'll sketch some ideas. God damn it. I'll block her terminal ID and cut off any other ties we have as well. Excellent. In that case, my work here is done. Thank you for trusting me, human. I cannot say that it has been pleasant dealing with you, but it is reassuring to know that you can be reasoned with. When the time comes, I will make sure to update you on her progress. Until then, I bid you farewell. Alright. Good or bad ending? What do you think, guys? Hira heads toward the underground facilities, leaving me with those uncharacteristically kind words. The sound of Hira's footsteps disappears as she enters the facilities, leaving me in silence as the comparatively warm air of the night assaults my body. Bad end. I demand to hear her out. She would never be with a man or Sable. She would never be with a Sable. She cute. For a while, I simply stand there, staring at the doors through which I am no longer allowed to pass. The reality is yet to fully dawn on me, but even now, I understand what this all means. This part of my life is now over. My brief stint as a counselor or therapist, my friendship with Drew, my routine visits to the underground facilities. All too soon, this aspect of my daily life has come to an end. And yet, after all that's happened over the past few weeks, and in spite of all the rapid changes going on around me, a single question still lingers on my mind. Am I ever going to see Drew again? Probably. Hold on, maybe she gets rehabilitated by the end of this. Hold on. See? The music's not sad. See? It's fine. It's fine. Where he isn't grossed out by the fully human wife, I guess. I bet in the library after the assault, if you go after Snake and Miara instead, I bet that leads to the other. Maybe. Oh god, I need to drink some water. The game has a very unique art style. If you guys hadn't noticed, I just wanted to say it randomly. Oh god. Just as Hira anticipated, my opinion proves to be enough to sway the principal, who could not reach a decision with regard to Drew's treatment. With the tie broken, Ayn agrees to Hira's plan. Drew is kept underground, denied permission to leave her cell, and forced to undergo therapy. Not the kind of half-assed mediation I went through with other students, but actual clinical assessments and treatment. Suffice to say, Drew's assessments did not go well. Drew is said to be a threat to herself and others. She is prescribed many different kinds of medication to keep her calmed down, and her caretakers are given specific instructions pertaining to her treatment. Drugged up, fed like a baby, yet still restrained, Drew begins to live the life of a mental patient who cannot be trusted to care for themselves. Oh, feels bad. What have you... Whoa! What have you guys done? Her entire livelihood is put into the hands of others. Every aspect of her life relies on the actions of her caretakers, and she can do nothing to resist them. Yet, despite the humiliating, arguably inhumane nature of her treatment, the results are undeniable. Drew puts on weight, not to the point of obesity, but enough that she should now be considered to be in a healthy weight range. Alright. Color returns to her face as she is properly nourished. Her extra limbs, no longer filed down and cut away by the patient herself, begin to grow back. Slowly but surely, Drew returns to good health with a proper diet, a suitable exercise routine, and constant interaction with others. Drew improves not only physically but mentally as well. Hey! In the span of just a few months, her progress is staggering. Although I'm not part of her treatment, I am still kept in the loop by our mutual associates. Miara, Coco, even the principal of Amadronia himself. Those who know us both well are more than happy to fill me in on what I'm missing. Oh, well, this seems fine. Yeah, it seems fine. The only one who refuses to speak to me is, as expected, Hira. Or at least that was the case, until today. For the first time in several months, I set foot into the underground facilities. Following my guide, I stay close enough to not fall behind, but not so close that I will freeze where I stand. As always, simply being near Hira is enough of a threat to my life that I wouldn't dare to raise any complaints. Here we go. Boy, this place hasn't changed at all since I last came here. It's eerie, cold, and, it's really dark for no reason. But other than being away for so long, it does invoke a certain sense of nostalgia. Ignoring my attempt at conversation, Hira continues to lead the way. No good, huh? Sheesh. First she calls me out, then she tells me to follow her and stops talking completely. I'm never going to get the hang of talking to this girl, am I? No, because she does not want to talk to you. Shrugging off Hira's personality quirks, I continue to follow her as we head deeper into the underground facilities. Despite the fact that the most of the corridors look identical to one another, the route we take feels somewhat familiar. As we encroach upon our destination, the reason for the sense of familiarity finally dawns on me. Wait a minute. Isn't this path to Giroux's room? In response to my question, Hira finally stops. What the fuck else would you be here for? Did you think I had invited you here so that you might enjoy the scenery? I told you before that I would update you on JoJo's progress when the time was right. With that in mind, the reason for your presence should be obvious. Yes, Sable, you're smart, but you're stupid. Surprised, I open my eyes wide as Hira hints at what is yet to come. You mean you'll let me see her? You'll let me meet with Giroux? Briefly. Whether you'll actually want to see her again after today is another matter altogether. Speaking those ominous words, Hira walks toward one of the rooms on the side of the corridor. It is not Giroux's room, or at least not the room she resided in when we last spoke. Rather than a proper bedroom, the space is more akin to a prison cell, like that of the three wounded demi-humans who I met during my first proper visit to the underground facilities. Oh, he's gonna get eaten. Oh no! Oh no! I think we're dead. Despite telling myself that this cell cannot possibly be Giroux's room, however. Oh, okay, hold on. Wait, reality soon proves me wrong. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so she can't harm herself or do anything to herself. She's literally just there. Jojo, wake up. You have a visitor. A visitor? Inside of her cell, slumped down on the floor, is Giroux. Her appearance has changed noticeably since our last encounter. Not only her change of clothing, or the absence of her mask, but also Giroux's body mass and the color of her skin. Just as I've been told, Giroux is starting to return to proper health. She looks broken. Well, I mean, basically. However, who are you? Are you another counselor? What? My heart skips a beat as Giroux looks at my face with a tired, absent gaze. Even though she is looking straight at me, my appearance does not register in her mind at all. There's no light in her eyes, nor is Giroux showing any indication that she knows who she's speaking to. In the time that we've been apart, Giroux has forgotten who I am. Whoa! Yeah, no, I'm not a counselor. Oh, I see. Are you a resident down here? Forgive me if we've met before, but there are just so many different faces down here. It has proven impossible for me to remember all of them. They oofed her inside the head. She's dead inside. She's only remembered important things. Feels bad. I look at Hira, searching for an answer to the obvious questions in my mind. However, Hira simply shakes her head, either unwilling or unable to help me out. No, I'm not a resident down here. My name's Sable. I'm a student from the surface. Sable, huh? Drew's eyes widen slightly as she repeats my name. Whoa! Seeing her reaction, a smile appears on my face. Even though she doesn't recognize me, Drew at least seems to react to my name. And yet, how odd. I thought Sable was a girl's name. Are you a transvestite? I mean, taken aback, I stare at Drew blankly for a moment as I mull over her statement. Under any other circumstances, I would take her words as a joke and assume that Drew was simply playing a prank on me from the beginning. Drew, oh my god. Listen, she's fucked up in the head, okay? Leave her alone. I would think that Drew had actually recovered long ago, and she was now enlisting here as aid to fool me, all for the sake of delivering that punchline. If that were the case, I would actually be relieved. No, I'm not a transvestite. Sable's a unisex name. It's used to name both boys and girls. Oh, I see. I'll make note of that. Without an ounce of amusement on her face or in her voice, Drew listens to me seriously, then goes back to staring into space. Drew's not faking this condition. She's not playing a prank on me or trying to fool me. This is so sad. God damn it. As a result of her treatment down here, this is what Drew has become. Hira? Has she really, That question is good. Side Drew is on a good way to recovery. I don't know. No, JoJo has not forgotten you. At least not yet. She is heavily sedated right now. It's one of the conditions for her to be allowed to meet with anyone outside of her regular caretakers. Whenever you or anybody else comes to visit her, JoJo will be in this state. Weighing up Hira's words in my mind, I cast a glance toward Jeru once more. Surely enough, she is looking well. She is in a healthy weight range, her wounds have started to heal, and her appearance is surprisingly clean considering her environment. And yet, despite her improved physical well-being, Jeru is not what I would consider to be in good health. I feel bad, man. How's that going to help her recovery anyway? Great, she's drugged out of her mind, yup. I know it's difficult to see her in this state, but rest assured this is for the best. Her treatment is still only in the early stages. In time, JoJo will return to who she once was. Not as a coping mechanism or a facade, but as a manifestation of her genuine personality. Until then, all we can do is watch from the sidelines, heed the advice of those in the know, and wait for the day when JoJo is fit to walk among us once more. Feels slightly bad. Things no real doctor would ever do. Listen, this world, it doesn't matter. Oh, we got the committed achievement. I miss human JoJo. If she has been drugged out of her mind to meet people, she'll simply not be allowed to meet people in the first place. Well, time to start drinking. Well, Sable's Grimoire, everybody. What do you think? What do you think? Well, that was bullshit. I don't know if we're gonna do Lisha because nobody fucking likes her other than Terracole. And he's not here to like play the route for us. First ending was okay at least. New gal, yep. You want to see drugged up Drew? She's drugged up for sure. I mean, I like LaShaw. What was the second? That was it. That was the second ending. You guys, these people need to pay more attention. Well, Draken was the fun route, Drew was the psychology route, and LaShaw is the bitch. So yeah, literally all of LaShaw's shit. Jesus, why is LaShaw going all over the fucking place? The bitch route, the guru. Shit, man. What do we do now? This was the third Drew ending. There was one where... Whoa! Spoilers! Wee woo! Lady Anthea, no! Spoilers! Wee woo! Wee woo! Bad! Bad, Lady Anthea! Bad! Wait, no. You mean like die as in... Not in the other... You mean... I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Hold on. Call off the wee-woos. Call them off. I misunderstood. Call off the wee-woos. Where they're not at, which is nobody's business anyway. That's not how Drew should be treated with their problems. Y'all are fucking stupid. Go back to Coco. We already did. I did everything. Oh, what is this? What is this email I'm getting? Not Papa John's? Not interested. Wish we could check out Grisea to feel better about after that ending. Man, what do I do? What do I do? You didn't finish the Coco. What do you mean? That was it. That was the end. At least from what I saw. We're stupid. No, we're goofy goobers. I bet Neko Mickey-chan's just like dead. Did I get all the tracks? I got all the tracks. Shots are out. Pick someone else for the decisions, though. You've hit 25k total viewers. Hashtag charity. Did I? I guess I did. 25,000 views on the Twitch channel. Should we show off the top 5 video? Is that a thing we can do? Is anyone even interested in the top 5 video? I don't think anyone's interested. I don't think anyone's interested in the top 5 video. Since I can't actually upload it yet, might as well do it early. Yeah, see, we got people not interested. They don't care. They don't wanna see it. Recorded content on Twitch? What is this? Later for what? No one likes LaShaw. We're not doing her. The only one I'd have do LaShaw's route is Terracult. That's the only one I'd have him do. We'll do it next time.